Welcome to Jane Unchained. I'm Jane Velez Mitchell here with my little dog Foxy, and we are talking about police shootings of dogs with Jill Ryther, who is a Los Angeles attorney representing people who say their dogs were shot. And you have a specific case, Jill. Tell us about that and how it poses dangers to people.
Absolutely, Jane. We have several cases, and the most recent one, the cop that shot the dog was in his own fenced-in front yard playing with a 2-year-old child. Dog and the child are part of the same family. And when the officer shot that dog, the 2-year-old child was just a few feet away.
So your contention is that by sort of indiscriminately, potentially, in certain cases, shooting dogs when police are responding to a call, that it actually puts humans in danger as well.
100%. In fact, in every single case that we have, there was some danger to human life as well. For example, we have a case where a dog was shot as he was walking out of his bedroom. It was in the middle of the night, and his guardian was walking right behind him. So, police barge in. Actually, we're at the wrong home. Come into the home. Dog comes out of the bedroom because he hears commotion. The police shoot the dog, and the person the mother of the dog was standing right behind him. In another case, we have a dog that was shot in a neighborhood, 14 years old, blind and toothless. And when the officer shot that dog, there were children and people all around. And many of the neighbors were very upset because they said that bullets were ricocheting and they feared for their safety and the safety of their children.
So we've been discussing how, for example, this little Foxy, she's no danger to anyone, but she does bark when she hears people, and that's a natural reaction. And certainly I would be beyond devastated. I don't even want to think about it in a situation like that. And also that it's horrible for the cities involved. They end up with lawsuits. It's terrible for the police officers involved. And your understanding is the police officers want to avoid this, and it can be avoided with training, that police officers generally do not have any training on how to deal with dogs when they are responding to calls. So what is the solution that you're proposing that seems to be best for everybody, for the police, for the dogs, for the dog owners, for the cities involved?
The solution is simple: mandatory statewide training for every single field officer in 2 parts. 1, how to recognize dog behavior, and 2, what to do when you encounter a dog. Training in non-lethal methods. And absolutely, we have worked with many officers in our specific cases who, after undergo the training that we provide, say to us, "Thank you. We actually have never had any sort of training or experience in this." And most officers don't want to shoot dogs. They certainly don't want to end up in federal court dealing with the types of lawsuits that we're filing.
So where is this happening, this training, and how can we get it to, for example, California?
Great question. 2 states have already passed it, Colorado and Texas. My nonprofit actually drafted legislation very similar. We worked with the attorney in Colorado, and we got that introduced into the Senate, where the bill then got stalled. Now it's time. Let's get the bill picked up. We need a state sponsor, and let's get it passed. We have 2 states that we can absolutely follow their lead, and it's time that California steps up to the plate.
Well, what I know is that whatever happens in California spreads to the rest of the country and often to the rest of the world. This is a win-win because, as you mentioned, no city and no police agency wants to have a lawsuit. And the dog owners certainly don't want to have their dogs lost to violence. And also there's a threat to people. So it's a win-win for everybody to eliminate this. And I had mentioned before, I took a police officer training course as a reporter many years ago in Philadelphia. I failed miserably. I was told that had it been real life situations, I would have killed people. I know how hard it is to be a police officer and making split-second decisions. So this is not in any way to malign officers. We all, want to be safe, and they're doing a very difficult job. But if we can get this training going, it's certainly a lot cheaper than having these municipalities and these agencies have to spend for lawsuits.
Absolutely. It's a win-win situation. We need to give officers the tools that they need to respond to these types of situations. Families' dogs aren't getting shot. Officers aren't being sued in federal court. There's really no reason why California shouldn't do this now.
So what's the organization if people want to get involved and learn more?
My organization is Expand Animal Rights Now. You can find us at expandanimalrightsnow.org, and you can read all about our work there to stop police shooting. And I also have a law practice, which is Ryther Law Group. And we have many cases right now that are against officers who have shot family dogs.
Jill, thank you so much for joining us, and let's get that law passed in California and around the nation.
Yes, let's. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you.